Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. Lou and I are bringing some energy that we are going to infuse into your businesses today, into your week today. So go ahead, let me know in the comments hello and where you are tuning in from so I can greet you and say hi. And Lou is coming. That's why I mentioned him. He is just on his way back into the office. And just go ahead and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from so we can say hello to you. We're excited to be sharing with you a strategy that I think is going to help you with your mindset and help you to really succeed and have success in your business and in your life today. So who's with us here so far? Hello, Sharice. We are so glad that you have tuned in and you are joining us. Where are you tuning in from today, Sharice? Go ahead and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. So Lou and I just got back from Austin, Texas. We went to a business coaching summit there with Brendan Bouchard. If you've heard of Brendan Bouchard, let us know. We've got Natasha tuning in from North Carolina. Sharice is tuning in from Delaware. We have Nina tuning in from London. Yay, you're finally here to catch us live. Hello, Nina. I hope you've had a great Monday so far. But yeah, Lou and I were at a coaching summit for coaching businesses in Austin, Texas. It was fantastic. And we are just fired up. Okay. Hello, Pamela from Let's Celebrate Travel agency, tuning in from Cincinnati. Pamela changed her business name. Awesome. Super exciting. Glad that you're here with us today, friend, and that you're going to be learning from us. But just so you guys know, your coaches get coaching, right? We have to get coaching. We're not going to tell you to get coaching if we don't get coaching. And if you guys didn't know, I used to be a cheerleader. And I kind of feel like I should be cheering you today. Let's go.
Wow. Looks like we got a lot of people here today. I want to say hi to everybody that's here. Yeah, you are a good cheerleader. You're a good cheerleader, even to me personally.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
You're always so supportive.
But hello, so everybody. Far, we have Sharice here.
Hey, Sharice.
We have Natasha. We have Natasha. Nina's able to join us from London.
Nina, that's awesome.
We have Pamela here. Go ahead, let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Hello, Miss Denise. Glad you're able to join us today.
And I see Pamela. I believe that.
Pamela's here. So super excited to share with you some nuggets of what we learned this past weekend in the coaching summit, and kind of a number one strategy that we heard that is really gonna set you up for success. And hello, right back to you. Thank you for joining us today. Let us know. I think that's Denise. Where you're tuning in from. Hello, Mary.
Mary, hello,
Glad you're here today. Glad you're able to sneak away and join us and grace us with your presence today. So, of course, we have some fun and exciting things to share. Chris is here. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
We've got somebody tuning in from Houston, Texas. And we were just in Austin.
Yeah, we were just that's right. We're in Austin, Texas. And we had some good barbecue.
Yeah, we went to Terry Black's. Has anybody been to Terry Black's?
That was good
barbecue. That was really good. Hello, Dawn. Tuning in from Hudsonville, Michigan. We've got Nicole here.
Hey, Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. Glad that you could come and
so good to
share your time with us. We have somebody tuning in from Rancho Cucamonga. Did I pronounce that accurately?
So I wonder if that's either, I'm guessing it's either in California, could be in Mexico.
Maybe, New Mexico or something.
Or in New Mexico, right. Or one of the southwestern states. But I could be wrong. Could be. I've never heard of Rancho.
It's fun to say, though. Rancho Cucamonga. I love it. Let's just keep saying that over and over again.
And Dawn, welcome back. Dawn just got back kind of from Pamela's area. She went to the Creation Museum with her family.
That's
down
right.
In Covington to Kentucky.
So. Yes, that's right. So, all right. Well, today we're going to be talking about some fun things. Yes. So first, if you're still popping in, go ahead and say hello in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you haven't, if you're showing up as Facebook user, just going to throw that up there real quick. You can open up a new tab, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook.
Yep.
And we have Marion tuning in from Stockton, California.
Hey, Marion.
Hello, Marion. Glad you could be here with us today.
I've heard of Stockton, California. And I don't know where Stockton. Where is Stockton?
Marion. Yeah.
Mary, where is Stockton?
What part of California? Okay, so we're going to play our $5 Starbucks gift card game. If you've never done this before, it's super simple. We're going to come up with a subject line or a subject or topic, and then you're just going to give the first person that gets the answer right gets the $5 Starbucks gift card. And so there's really not like a wrong answer. It's not like
Sure.
a quiz or anything like that. You just have to guess the answer that we're thinking of. And then you
Right.
simply will message me your cell phone number when we're done today, and I'll text that over to you.
And so some of you this may be a hard question for some of you, may not be. Depends on how many golfers we have in our community.
Yes.
But we have a couple answers here real quick before we give that question.
Okay.
Hey, Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Oh, wait.
Okay. Chris forgot to send his phone number last week. That's okay. Send it now.
Yeah.
Sandra's from Scott is from Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Right. I don't think we ever knew that.
Okay.
Sandra, awesome. Okay.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Sorry.
I'm getting carried away with it. I'm going to be saying it like all day.
Well,
okay.
All right.
$5 Starbucks gift card game. You ready? Get your fingers ready. Get your thumbs ready. However you're watching us.
All right. Here we go.
Game question. What type of golf equipment am I thinking of?
All right. So it's one piece of equipment.
Golf equipment. Yeah, one piece. And it's a specific piece of golf equipment, I should say.
Yes.
A specific piece of golf equipment. What am I thinking of? Go ahead and type your guesses, and we will look at the comments until we get the answer. Man, everybody's firing in already.
Wow,
good job,
good.
you guys. We
Right,
got club,
caddy,
golf
cart.
ball,
All
cart,
right.
golf tee. Hey, Tony.
Oh,
Golf cart.
Tony, I'm so glad. You know what?
We have iron. We
I
have
almost
tee.
picked golf tee for the answer, and then I thought no one would guess that, but I'm glad I didn't. That would have been too easy.
We have a golf ball. We have a 9 iron.
Ooh,
all right, good.
all right.
We're getting more
These are good.
specific. Good job, Mary.
All right, good.
Keep going.
What does Nina say? I can't read what Nina says.
Hers is just the little golf
flag.
She
put the
symbol.
Okay. Golf flag. That's a good idea.
Club cover. That's a great one
Good.
too. Getting more specific.
Keep
good job,
going,
you guys.
Keep going.
A driver.
Yep. Now those are all golf equipment. By the way, these are all really good guesses.
Yes.
But no one's got it.
The item you place on the green to get the next person to play on. Ooh, I don't even know what that's called.
Oh my gosh.
So that's definitely not my answer.
But that's a really good.
But good job.
Thought of that.
Hand towel. Another great answer. Golf glove.
Good. You guys are doing better than I thought on this. Wow.
Play on. Maybe that's the answer.
I think that's the same thing as the
laying on play on. That's the answer to that one question. A golf tee, a mat, a golf bag.
You guys know golf much better than I ever thought. Wow, good job.
Golf shoes, pencil.
Ooh, golf shoe, those are all. This is all true, by the way. All these things people are saying is good.
I'm not a golfer, just the mini golf dinosaurs. I'm not a golfer either, Nina.
That's hilarious.
Although
Nina.
I should take it up. An 8 iron. Mary's getting down and dirty, man.
Wow,
she ain't messing around. Tony said 9 iron cigar holder. Who said cigar holder?
Hey, golfers like the finer things in life. A lot of people like cigars.
That's not the answer, but I love it. You're making me happy.
Yes.
Putter, a golf watch, a 7 iron, a golf cover. Okay, so we're going to go back, and
we might have to give a hint.
Somebody did say part of the answer.
And
it is but how do I give Lou, do you know what my answer is?
I do.
Sand wedge. Okay, so how do we give a hint for it without giving it all the way?
All right. Well, all of you have thought of different pieces of equipment that you have to have when you're playing golf, but I think you're all missing. There's one real obvious thing that you're going to need.
Well, somebody did say it.
You said part of it.
They just didn't do the whole thing.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, okay. So this is something that if I give it away, you're right. All right. So
that's why I'm saying it's hard to give a clue.
Well, we're not trying to make this hard for people either. So here's the bottom line is that, and good, the buggy's a good idea too. All right.
Cart ball.
So somebody said the answer. However, this is a specific type of thing so it's going to, I'm going to say it's going to hold your clubs. So somebody got close to the right answer, but this is a specific type of thing that holds your clubs. It has a specific type because there's 2 different types. So we picked it is a golf bag, but it's a type of golf bag. Yeah. And not a brand, but there's 2 different types of golf bags, and we're thinking of one that does a specific thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice because you don't just have to throw your clubs on. You don't just throw your clubs. You don't have to throw your clubs on the ground for this. Is that it?
Golf bag with wheels.
That's
Close.
That's closer. Although the one with the wheels probably does this. You know what? I think we.
Self-standing.
Yeah, self-standing.
Who's our
golf bag.
self-standing
Yes.
golf bag person?
That is it. Good job.
Who
Good
is
job.
our self-standing golf bag?
Yes.
Let us know in the comments
That might
so
be
that we can
Denise.
congratulate you.
Or that might be Senator.
Good job, you guys, today on playing our fun little game.
Yes, the self-standing golf bag.
My answer was a stand bag.
Yes, good job. That was almost exactly word for word.
So if you can, since you're coming up as Facebook user, just let us know who you are so that we can congratulate you. Why am I missing? There we go. It's Marion. All right, Marion.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I don't know. Marion has. I don't know if I've seen Marion in a while. Good job. I'm glad you won.
Yeah. So just text me or message me your cell phone number so that I can text it to you.
And Chris, same with you. Message us here, and we'll make sure we get yours. Since you won last week, we didn't. But you were and obviously we know Dawn. You might have been holding back. She had won a few weeks in a row. So Dawn was probably holding back. But
she's always winning.
I know.
Okay.
I have to give Dawn real quick a compliment too. Dawn, when we were in Austin for the business conference we were at, we tried one of my donuts I've had before in Portland when we were in Oregon was Voodoo Donuts, and they had a Voodoo Donut place down there. But I want to tell you that in my opinion, the donuts you brought me were better than the Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah.
Tammy and I both agree. So I just want to tell you that.
Big stuff, big stuff.
All right.
These are important things in life. Okay, so, but another important thing is a key to long-term success in your travel business. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to get you guys fired up and ask you a few questions. Go ahead and type your answers as we're going through these questions. Are you ready?
All right.
Would you like to know a powerful strategy to reach multiple six-figure success in your travel business? If so, type.
And this was right out of the mouth.
What should they say?
This is right out of the mouth of Brendan Bouchard when we were there. So we got this from him. So go ahead, just put yes or thumbs up or whatever.
Go ahead and type yes in.
If you're ready to hear this strategy, give us some thumbs up or some yes or something.
All right. Do you want an unfair advantage over your competition? Say heck yes.
Heck yes. Or I'll take a thumbs up emoji, whatever you want to do. All right.
Do you want to position yourself for more revenue and income in your travel business? Give me a holla.
Or thumb, I don't care. Thumb up, whatever you want to do. Reactions. Let's go and see who's done it. Who's saying
We will in a second. And do you want to know the secret to overcoming obstacles and challenges without damaging your business or life?
Hey, we all want that.
Whoa,
everybody should be saying yes to that.
You betcha. Yep. Bring it on. Say whatever you got to say there. Are you looking to create a tribe of lifelong clients and referrals? Can I get an amen?
Yes. Right.
Okay, let's go ahead and see who is with us today.
All right.
We got
lots yes.
We got Deborah with us. We have Nina
Deborah.
with us. We have Marion with us.
Yes.
Chris, Natasha.
Yes.
We have
wait, and Larry. Oh, yep, that's it.
Some Facebook users, which we're not sure who you are, but you're saying heck yeah, so
Mary
we're glad.
Yes.
All right. Deborah said holla.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Awesome. So we got lots of people saying yes, amen, holla.
Gosh.
Heck yes. Okay.
And Chris just said yes to all those. Good job. That's right.
Good job, you guys. Glad you're here. So here is the answer that we're going to be talking about.
And this is what Brendan Bouchard. So this is what Brendan Bouchard said. Now we have done this in our business, and we didn't know we were doing it. But then Brendan Bouchard came out and said this, and he's made millions, guys. He's been in the game, made millions, and so I'm not saying we're going to have Brendan Bouchard type millions and millions and millions of money, but we're going to be able to hit six-figure businesses with this and beyond.
All right, drum roll, please. Here is your answer. Go ahead, Lou.
Playing the long game in your business. Brendan Bouchard said that his one key to success was playing the long game in his business. And that's something that Tammy and I have done.
Yes.
I remember the day, and that really means that, and I'll explain it quickly why we're saying the long game.
Right.
So in golf, the reason why we had that golf question, there's a long game, there's a short game. A lot of you know golf, it looks like. So, right, you all know the long game is played on the open fairways. They're much longer, they're much bigger, and you use your drivers or your woods, which a wood is a driver too, I know, but you use your woods, your drivers to get the ball down the long hundreds of yards, usually these fairways, to get them on the green where the hole is at.
Right.
All right. Like I said, to get them on the green. The green is called the short game. that's where you go and you will putt. You'll use a putter,
Mhm.
which is a smaller club than the driver, to putt it in the hole. All right. And once you're on the green, like I said, you use it. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of my notes. But that basically is where all the glory tends to be. Sometimes the short game is where there's a lot of glory.
Right.
However, and now I feel bad because Nina, do not take this the wrong way, because I know you love putt putt. So we're using an example, but we're not saying anything negative about that. There's anything with you that's negative, I promise. Okay. But many of us want to play a short game, like going to miniature golf course, right? Where it's a little easier to get the win, getting the ball in the hole. It gives you a quicker win. Usually it's more fun. It's not as stressful.
Right.
You're getting on that miniature golf course. There's lots of colors and fun things going on. It's just a little bit easier, fun. Yeah. The dinosaurs, all that, like Nina said. But again, Nina, this is not bad against you. All right. But usually the person who wants to master the game of golf, who wants to really be a great golfer, a good, successful golfer, so that when they go out and golf and they can do a respectable score on the holes, they know that they have to master their long game.
Right.
If they ever want a chance to win at the short game, right? They've got to practice their driving. They've got to go to the driving range, or actually, we can go to the next. All right. They're successful golfers invest in equipment, drivers, wedges, woods, their putter, of course. They usually go to the driving range. They practice their swing. They get out on the golf course. They take lessons. They'll do all these things.
Right.
All right.
They're not just sitting back,
right,
waiting for success to come to them. Right. They're actively
pursuing success. Now, Nina, you are actively pursuing success because you're part of our 20K program, and you're doing it all the way from the UK. So I know you're an active successor.
Right.
But just using these examples to try to make it so people can have a frame of reference.
Right.
All right. And in learning the game of golf, when you're master, there's going to be days where things are going to go great. You're out there, man. You don't have a slice. You've perfected certain things, and you're hitting that ball. Woo! It just feels good, right? You're having great days out there on the golf course.
Right. But there's days that aren't as good too.
Right. But a good golfer knows there's going to be bad days too, right? But the bad days are only going to be a blip, because the more you learn and practice, the better you're going to get. And the less bad days and the more good days you'll have in your golf game, the more you keep, practicing and doing the things you need to do.
Right.
All right. And the same is true in your business. When you play the long game, this is what Brendan Burchard said he's done in his business. When you play the long game, I mean, think of Brendan Burchard. He used to be just a course creator, and now Oprah hires him, and he's been hired by athletes to help him.
He gets literally people hire him for $1 million a year to coach.
He said he had 4 millionaires that have hired him billionaires, and they pay him $1 million each to coach him. Now he's in personal development. All of us can use personal development. I'm just saying though that he didn't do this. Like he even told us, I didn't do this in year one, or he started in 2006.
Right.
He said, it's taken me 10 years before I got a billion. So, but he said, I play the long game. And every time when you play the long game, you're going to keep growing to success.
Right.
All right. I just want to see my note here. Right. You're going to take the time to learn, to invest. All of you that are in our 20K program have invested. All of you that have ever bought in any of our little micro courses or anything from us, whether you're in Content Hero, you are taking the action. You're investing in your business. So a lot of you are already playing some of the long game.
Right. And when you have a day that isn't so great,
like when it sucks, sometimes you're going to have a day that sucks.
Then you can have that mindset. It's only a day. Right. It's a day and a string of better days to come, right? Like, again, you're always thinking about that future vision, that not just the long game, the end game, right? The end goal of all of that. And so you can overcome the obstacles and challenges along the way, because it's just the one day. You're not playing for just a quick, short win. You're playing for long-term success, right?
Those bad days are just a blip on the radar, right? And bad days do suck. Like, I'm not going to tell you it doesn't stink to have a bad day. And Tammy and I can have bad days, but we know that the goal, the bad day doesn't destroy us. It doesn't end our business. Like, we're not going to give up just because we have a bad day, because we know the goal. We know what we're shooting for. We're shooting for the long-term multi-six-figure success. And we know it's reachable, because we know if we just continue to play the long game, all right, your business will always trend up. And that's the key. Like, your business will look kind of like this, right? You'll trend up. You might have a dip. You go up a little bit, you dip up, but you're always going to trend up no matter what happens. over the course of months and weeks and years, you'll always trend up, even if
Yes.
there's a slight dip. And
Along the
that's
way.
what the
Mhm.
long game, playing the long
Right.
game does for your business. It helps you to keep trending upwards.
Yes.
And the long-term trajectory of your business will always point up if you
Yes.
play the long game.
Pardon me.
I promise you it'll, oh, bless you, honey. All right. And you're going to have the staying power to beat out your competition.
Mhm.
Listen, when COVID hit, you guys, there are so many people, even in our own town, I don't think they're around anymore. Like, we'll get calls now for things that we knew other people sold in town. And we're like, are they even around anymore? Like, I haven't seen them at show. I haven't seen them at any meetings. I haven't, there are a lot of travel professionals in our community that just aren't around anymore. People gave up. And a lot of people, listen, in the industry have quit or will quit when they don't get the quick wins.
Right.
All right. Or when they run up against an obstacle or a challenge, it's only temporary, And in fact, when you're playing the long game, you know that, okay, here's an obstacle, but I know that I can overcome this.
Right.
I know that it's just a challenge that I can figure out how to solve this. It changes your mindset. When you know you're playing the long game of success, challenges and obstacles are not going to stop you or crush you.
Right.
And it's okay to feel sorry for yourself for a couple hours or for 24 hours. But if you're playing the long game, you don't stay there. You get up the next morning, you're like, you know what? All right, we're going to handle this.
Yeah. And then knowing that you can figure this out, like this is a temporary setback.
Right.
This is a blip on the radar. This is a frustration I'm dealing with, but I can solve this. Like, we have to recognize like that we are overcomers, and we are created to be able to face challenges, not run from challenges. Right. So knowing that you are going to be able to break through and have a win, even though you might be temporarily dealing with a wall. Right.
And let me give you an example. I'm going to give you a great example of a bad day where you don't let it destroy your business. We've had times, and so you have a destination wedding, right? You've spent you worked so hard on it. Everything was going good. You sent the couple to the resort, and we've had this happen before, a resort that you trusted, a resort that usually always comes through for you, because obviously we have to trust these resorts come through for us to make us look good, unless we're there in person. And you don't have to be there in person when you have a good quality resort you can trust.
Right.
Well, you send someone down there and they just have a bad experience, right? They're mad, they're disappointed. That's a bad day. Right. That's a bad day when you get an email from your honeymoon couple on their honeymoon. Like we said last week, you don't want to get an email from when they're on their honeymoon. They should be in that room doing things that we can't talk about because this is a family program. Okay.
Family friendly.
People should be having a good time, not reaching out to you. Right. Like Karen Rose mentioned last week that sometimes she'll send an email and saying, I don't expect you to answer this because you're having a great time, but I hope everything's going well. Like, she sends an email like that. And sometimes they'll respond. But if you get an email directly sent to you, you know that there is something that didn't go right. That's a bad day. For me, that's a bad day because I want my customer and my client to be super happy, recommend us, refer us. So then here's what do you do, right? You don't cancel shop. You're not like, oh, well, this sucks. Destination weddings stink. Like, or doing honeymoon stink. No, there's nothing wrong with the process. You had someone that failed. Human beings failed at the resort. That doesn't mean the process is bad. That doesn't mean your business is bad. What
doesn't
that
mean
means,
that you made a mistake.
It doesn't mean that even you made a mistake. But what that means is, to go forward, you might not recommend that resort. You're going to learn from it. Right. And you're going to investigate, right? So playing the long game means, okay, I want to find out what happened. I'm going to send their concerns. I'm going to do everything I can to make this client happy. That's part of the long game. You're not giving up, or, you can be frustrated. It's okay to be frustrated and complain to somebody else about this because you're human. Right. But you don't give up. You're not going to throw out the baby with the bathwater just because it was a bad experience. And then you might sense that, service was bad. The food was bad. I mean, we've heard once in a while, we've had a bad wedding and we've heard some crazy stuff. And we've had to say, we're pausing sending people to this resort until we can figure out if we can trust them again. Right. And that's playing the long game, because now, guess what? You've had to put that resort off to the side, but you're playing the long game. You'll find a better resort, a new resort. You'll problem solve this, and you will get something better for new clients. Or hopefully these people, you've done enough to show them that you care. When you have a client that's frustrated, just show them you care. Show them you understand what they're going through. Right. Show them you're on their side. And most of the time they will not be mad at you, or they will be on your side. When you show them you're on their side, they're usually with you, and you're going to get their business again.
Right.
But anyway, that's also playing the long game. Don't get defensive when someone has a bad day. You know that this person could be worth a trip later. So you don't get defensive. You're going to do what you can to be on this. That's playing the long game as well.
Yes.
During a disappointment. And so you don't recommend that resort. You find a better resort.
And what you don't do is say, this just isn't worth it. I'm not doing destination
Right.
weddings anymore. Like, that's where your mind has to be on that, the vision beyond the situation. Right. So we have to always, that's where the long game comes in. Like, no, this is a bigger picture. This is just one moment. This is one destination wedding out of the hundreds that I will do over my lifetime as a destination wedding specialist.
And one moment isn't going to define who you are.
Right.
Right. And we've all had a bad day in our life, and usually we've overcome it. All right. So I just want to encourage you there. That's part of that's an example of what playing the long game in your travel wedding business looks like.
Right.
All right. Oh, where'd we leave off?
I'm not 100% sure.
Sorry, guys. And this is going to I said this, you don't quit when you don't get the quick wins, or when you don't get a win.
Right.
All right. When you remember, sorry, we said that. All right. And all of this leads you to the road to success.
Right.
When you just keep going, but you make adjustments. Right now, you're not going to keep sending people to that resort especially if they continue to have problems.
Right.
Now that would not be smart or good business. Right. That would not be, if you're like, I guess playing the short game would be like, well, they're having this $1,000 bonus that I keep getting in my commission. And I like that $1,000 win. So I'm going to keep sending people to that resort because they're the only one giving me the $1,000 bonus, which they have to do because they can't keep anybody there because they're doing such a bad job. But that would be a short game type of thing, because then eventually everyone's going to be upset and you're going to lose long-term customers.
Right.
All right. That would be playing more of the short game, not playing the long game.
Right. Because we're in it to win it. Right. We want to create a business with those lifelong people, with those people that are going to give us referrals, that are going to stick with us through their whole journey of travel and come back to us over and over again.
Right. And that's this. Boy, we're always one ahead of our notes, even though we don't know, we're just flowing.
Okay.
It gives you, and you're going to have staying power, right? Your clients are going to know that you're still in business.
Right.
They can reach out to you. They already trust you, and they're going to reach out to you over and over again because they can trust you. All right. They know you're there for them. They know you have integrity. They know you were there for them when they had a problem.
Right.
You didn't just crumble in a ball and say, I don't know why this happened. Or why are you calling me? It's not my fault. Right. We got to be mature when we handle these things, which all of you are, but they're going to trust you. And ultimately they're going to know that you're going to have the long-term clients and the referrals, because they're going to tell their family and friends about you, because other people are having bad experiences and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, well, I got to tell you that, Denise, she helped me. I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. I had a small problem, but Denise was there for me and she made everything better. You should talk to Denise. That's part of playing the long game. You're going to have people refer you in those situations. Right. And when they refer you and you have referrals and clients that are long-term, you're going to have a six-figure and beyond business, because that's what's going to happen. That's what happened with us. We had bad days. Sometimes we kept going. We kept training. We kept investing. We kept learning. We kept trying things that didn't work. We didn't do resorts that let us down. We stopped sending. We found new resorts. They kept their word. We got new people. Like Tammy never used to recommend Hyatt for a long time, for the Hyatt resorts, Hyatt, like the Playa, and she didn't always recommend those. But as certain other resorts in Mexico let her down, she started turning to them, and we had some great weddings there. And then Tammy eventually was the #1 wedding seller for Hyatt in 2008, because we were sending, or 2018.
I'm like, whoa, that was a long time ago.
2018. I knew there was an 8 in there.
Really?
2018. She was the #1 seller because she tried a new product and liked it so much that she could trust people to send people there.
Right. And if you play the long game in your business, you can play the long game in everything you do.
That's the most important.
Your life.
In your marriage, if you know that I want a long-term successful marriage, if I want to stay married for years to my spouse, some of you may not want to, but do your best to try to play the long game.
That's right.
But if you are playing the long game in your marriage, right, you're not going to let a small little disagreement, oh, I hate him now, I'm leaving him. Right. You're not going to just quit on your marriage. It's the same idea. Or with your kids, right? Your kids do one bad thing. It's not like and I know you love it. Most people are never going to do this, but you get the idea. Anything, a relationship in life, anything that's important to you that you want long-term
Your
success
health,
at.
right?
Your health.
health goals.
Right. Just
Mhm.
because you're actually, I mean, when Tammy and I, we started a health journey where we started walking more and using a food app to help watch our calories, mostly fat, which we didn't realize nowadays, you know, everyone says fat, 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 fat. But anyway, when we realized fat was causing us to be more fat, we walked more, cut our fat, and we lost weight, but it didn't happen overnight.
Right.
I mean, it took us about 3 months. It took me about 3 months to
And
lose
now it's
15
a
pounds. Now
it's a lifelong thing that we're
Yeah.
doing. It's a journey that we're taking for life. It's not just a
Yeah.
short term, like, oh, I'm getting ready to go somewhere where I need to wear a bikini. I'm going to lose weight in a
Right.
hurry. It wasn't that type of
Right.
mindset, right? It was like, this is going to be a lifelong
Right.
thing. So,
like yo-yo dieting would be more of that's a good example of a short term, short win would be a yo-yo diet or
Mhm.
something where you're, now don't get me wrong, there is a time and place. Like I understand if somebody has not been keeping, they're getting married, they want to get in their wedding dress, they want to look great on their wedding day. I know there's some short-term things people do, but now Tammy and I we weigh less. I weigh less than I did when I was a senior in high school.
Mhm.
And I'm able to sustain it because we know the little things, but we learned, we invested, we practiced, and now we're getting good at it. And
playing the long game in your business. Obviously, we're
Yeah.
not expecting you to do this for life, right? But what you are going to do is have a
I
vision.
mean, you can if you want
a
to.
vision for your business to the degree where when you're done and you have an exit strategy,
Right.
your business is valuable and you can sell it, right?
Right.
So that's also a
That's
part
true.
of
That's
this.
another long game. If you ever want to sell your
Right,
business,
because
to
you
build
have
it up,
you have an established business
that's true.
that where people go to, you have great clientele, and you know you've created a healthy business where somebody else would want to come in and purchase that from
Right.
you for a good amount of money.
And I want to encourage you guys that there were several other coaches there that Brendan Bouchard brought in that had been like, he did a good job with this terminology saying they sat where you sat. Like we were like,
Mhm.
but there was somebody called Boss Babe that I had never heard about before, but she's like an 8-figure
Mhm.
coach from the UK. And, but she said, I've been in this for 10 years. She was
Right.
in that for 10 years to get 8 figures. Another lady from Lisbon, from Portugal, I guess she's the #1 coach in Europe. When it comes to, these are of course life coaching.
She's been doing it for eight years, I think.
8 years. And
Mhm.
she, you know, I mean, all of these people were pretty honest. They're like, hey, this didn't happen overnight, but we
Right.
all played the long game. So I just encourage you, playing the long game and keep learning, keep investing, keep
Mhm.
practicing, you know, take your time when things aren't working, get mentorship, get help. Don't always, don't do it alone.
Stay plugged into a community so
Yeah.
that you can be encouraged, you can be inspired, you can be held accountable, whatever it is that you need, right? We have these seasons where we need certain things in order to
Right.
keep moving forward. That's where community comes in. That's where mentorship and coaching and all of those things.
And
come
I
in.
feel like we have a great community. We have
We do.
the Grow Your
We have the
Destination.
best.
We do.
The best.
People help each other. We try to help you. We try to go live. One reason we try to go live every week is to try to give you something short but powerful to help you in some area
Keep
of
the
your business
focus
succeed.
and
Right.
and keep moving forward. So any thoughts, any questions while we close out
Yeah,
today?
please let us have
Feedback, questions, anything like that. And but yeah,
and we hope you found it valuable. I mean,
Yes.
sometimes it's simple, you know, like success.
You just need
There isn't
reminders.
always a magic wand
Right.
for success. It's being able to, you know, hang in there when you want to give up and keep going.
Right.
And
It's
sometimes
diligence, it's consistency, and it's being willing to make some
Aw.
short-term sacrifices sometimes, right? For the long-term goals that you have, all of those
Yeah.
things.
Oh, thank you. Someone said you're the best. Very helpful. And Nina said you've created a great community. Thank you, Nina. And Nina doesn't hate us because we are using miniature golf. Thank you, Nina. I felt so bad.
I like
Nina,
it
we
too.
had our notes and you brought in miniature golf. I'm like, oh
It's all
no, I
good.
don't want Nina to
She
hate us.
understood the analogy.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You know.
Nina. Thank
And
you.
we want to do
everyone.
more in our community. We were committing to you guys that we, you know, personal development is an important thing. We know that you're human beings and you have your business side and you have your human side, and personal development is something that we need. So we're going to try to bring more of this to you guys in our community, a little more personal development along with business success, because we want to give you everything you need.
Right. Yeah. We
So-
want you to win in life. So
Absolutely.
this information is on time. The weather sometimes makes me fall in the dump.
Aw.
Well, thank you.
Hey, it
thank
happens-
you for sharing that. Yeah.
Oh,
We appreciate you.
oh, thank you, Deborah. Oh, wow. And listen, we want it to be that way for you guys. And we know, and I know, Deborah, you've dealt with stuff, some setbacks and things you've had to deal with over time, and you've kept going. And I know, Mary, you've kept going, you've had some success, and then you're trying to get more success, and all of us are, but that's what we're in this together.
Yes.
You're not alone in any way. We do want to support you 100%, and we're going to do our best to continue to support you 100% in anything you need in your businesses.
That's right.
And so be on the lookout for better and new things coming as we try to figure out better things to do and better resources to give you. So,
all right, you guys, have an awesome week. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
You are awesome, and you have what it takes to be successful today, this week.
Well, just the fact that you're here, just the fact that you're here means that, all right. And somebody said they listened to
his
he's really good.
Mhm.
Brenda, and you know what we liked about him? He was just down to earth. Like, I think one thing about Brenda Bouchard is he's a real human being.
Yes.
And he's real about stuff. Like, he doesn't promise people are going to become millionaires overnight and all this. He just, it was the best. We've invested a lot of money, guys. We've invested probably, I want to say,
we're not going there. We're not going there because it's going to depress me.
Anyway, well, but we're going to have a good day. Anyway. We've invested probably well over $100,000 in education, but this was the best. This is This is the best event we've ever invested in with Brendan Bouchard, because he actually taught he was honest, he had integrity, and he had real people there that were saying, hey, I grinded and I did it. So we're going to grind it. I love this,
Tony. Thank you for the reminder that I have survived 100% of my bad days. Yes, you have.
Yeah, that's true. That's right, Tony. Absolutely.
And they're in the past. That's right.
That's right. And another thing, one of the great things he said, maybe we'll talk about this next week, is fear. A lot of times we let things that create fear in us. But you know what? If you think about your life, we've all had fear before.
Yeah.
We've all had things that have made us afraid, and we're still here today. We're still okay.
Yeah, that's right.
They're going to be like, or sometimes people are afraid of what people will think of them, or be afraid of the trollers. But you know what? You might as well do something you love, and you might as well do it the way you want to do it.
Yes.
And let them, they're going to troll you anyway. So do what you love. You've been afraid. People have trolled you before, and you've overcome it. You've been afraid before, and you're just fine.
Yeah.
So don't ever let fear stop you.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing new.
Right.
So, I think we might want to talk about that next week, about how to overcome more fear in your business and moving forward.
All right.
Stopping. Don't let it cripple
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Tammy's
guys.
fired up. Let's go.
Me too.
Make it a great week.
God bless you. And 20 cares. We will see you tomorrow. Is our last laser coaching session. So every committee, we're going to be there tomorrow for our newbies, for our new 20Kers. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you, and be on the lookout. Anyone looking to join 20K, we are going to be doing an open enrollment coming up pretty soon here in the middle fall here, probably October. So,
all righty.
All right, guys.
God bless.